everyone and welcome to Creative Cakes by Sharon. Today I'm going to show you a recipe that many of you have requested from me, and that's for my vanilla buttercream frosting, which I use in many of my tutorials. This is really quick to whip up, it's smooth, sweet and delicious. So let's get started. I have here 1 kilo of soft icing sugar mixture. I've got 250 grams of unsalted butter, and this is very soft at room temperature. I've got 5 tablespoons of full fat milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, as well as a spatula. So the first thing I need to do is beat the butter, and I have it here in my stand mixer with the paddle attachment. I'm going to turn it on to a medium speed, and this needs to beat for about 10 minutes. The butter needs to turn from this deep yellow colour to an almost white colour, and it needs to be light and fluffy. It does take a little while, but this is one of the key steps in getting a nice fluffy buttercream frosting. The best thing to do would be to go and make a cup of tea, and every now and again come and scrape down the bowl and continue beating. After about 10 minutes, you can leave it even longer if you need to. You can see that the butter is very light in colour, and it's got a very airy, light texture about it. Now I've got here my icing sugar, which I've sifted into a bowl, and I'm going to gradually add it to my butter, just a few tablespoons at a time, otherwise I'm going to end up with a cloud of icing sugar all over the kitchen. It's best to put the mixer on low to start with until the icing sugar is blended with the butter, and then increase the speed. I'm going to continue to gradually add my icing sugar to the butter mixture, and once I've added about half the icing sugar, I'm going to pour in my 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. As I continue mixing and adding the icing sugar, you'll notice that the mixture is starting to get a bit thicker and lumpy and a little bit difficult for the mixer to actually turn around, and this is when I'm going to start adding in my milk. I'm going to continue adding the icing sugar as well as the milk until they're both finished, and mix until there are no more lumps in the frosting mixture. Once everything is combined, I'm left with a beautiful, smooth and sweet, very light and airy buttercream frosting. Of course, you can turn this into any colour you like with the addition of some food colouring, and it becomes perfect as a filling for your cakes or piped beautifully on top of your cupcakes or your cakes. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make my smooth, sweet and simple buttercream frosting. If you did, don't forget.
Hi guys, it's Andrea here from Pink Cake Princess. Today I'm going to show you how to create Shopkins inspired Cowie frozen treats and ice cream cake toppers. These are really cute, based on my daughter's favourite toys right now, which are the Shopkin collections. These cute little cake toppers are made out of fondant icing, can go on top of your cakes or cupcakes. They're so cute, I had heaps of fun making them. This is also part of a Summer Treats collaboration. You can check out all these cool tutorials by clicking the link on the screen or in the video description below. Okay, I'm rolling out some brown fondant icing. Then I'm going to use this cutter to cut out my 2 little biscuits or cookies. I've trimmed it a little bit shorter than the actual shape because I wanted to make them more rectangle. And then I've rolled out some white fondant icing, and I'm just going to cut out a white portion to match it. Now you can find out more about fondant icing and a list of materials in the video description below. Now I'm using a wooden skewer, or you can use a toothpick, to create the little indents on top of the cookie or the biscuits. And then I'm going to attach the 3 pieces together with a little bit of water. And there you have your little ice cream sandwich. I'll be creating the face a little bit later on in the video. Onto my orange popsicle, I've rolled out a little bit of orange fondant and flattened it slightly, and then I've cut off one section, smoothing it over and then using the end of my brush, or if you've got a balling tool, you can create the little indents to make it look more like a popsicle. Now rolling out a little strip of tan coloured fondant and then flattening it out with my finger. Using the skewer or a toothpick just to create the hole at the bottom. And then gluing my little stick inside with a little bit of water. And using a wooden skewer just to keep it in place. Now I've used a little cut off of a straw just to trim 2 little bites into my popsicle and smoothing the ends over. Okay, now moving on to my cone. I've rolled out a cone by tapering in one end and cutting off the top end and the bottom end so that my cone can stand up. Using the edge of my palette knife, I'm just going to go around and give it an indent at the top and then indents around the side in different diagonal directions. Now I've rolled out some white fondant, tapering in both ends slightly and then twirling it into my soft serve top. Attaching it with water to form my soft serve. Now I've created another cone shape. This time I'm only cutting off the top portion. And again, creating the indent at the top and then around the sides to make it look more like a cone. The lines may not totally line up, but you just pick the side that looks the nicest to be the front of the cone. Okay, to create my sorbet, I've rolled out 3 different coloured portions of fondant and I'm just placing them on top of each other and kind of squashing them into shape. Attaching with a little bit of water or edible glue. Now onto my yellow paddle pop, again creating the same shape as I did with the popsicle. And making the hole at the bottom to attach my little paddle pop stick. Placing the stick underneath again so that it holds its shape. Okay, so now moving on to my snow cone, I've created a white cone this time and I've trimmed the top and the bottom off, putting a slight indent on the side and then cutting out a pink portion to go on top to create the snow cone top. Also rolling out a little spoon to put into the snow cone. And using my toothpick just to create little holes into the pink fondant so that it does look like a snow cone. And then attaching my spoon on top. Now to create the faces, I'm using an edible marker and I'm drawing on the little face details. This little ice cream sandwich has got 2 little eyes and a small little mouth. Now for Popsicle, because he's being bitten into, he's not too happy with his eyes closed shut and a little sad mouth. And the same with the snow cone, not too happy there because I think he's having a little brain freeze. Okay, now to create the other eyes, I've rolled out some thin white fondant and I've used a straw to cut out 2 little circles. And using my marker to create the eye centers and a little mouth. And I'm going to add eyelashes to make her a little girl. finishing my little sorbet ice cream as well with some lovely little eyes, with some lashes, and a cute little smile. She's just adorable. Which one is your favourite? Don't forget to let me know in the comments below. Now here's my little paddle pop, finishing her off as well. I'm going to make her a little girl as well with some lashes and a cute little smile. Okay, if you do like this, don't forget to click the like button below, and also don't forget to check out all these other summer treats in this special collaboration. And if you want to see more from my channel, you can click the screen to get in my channel, and also don't forget to subscribe to be updated with my new videos. Here are a collection of some of the ones that I did last year. Thanks again for watching, guys. You guys have a fantastic day, and let me know what else you want to see on my channel. Welcome to Pink Cake Princess. I'm Andrea, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Vietnamese coffee coconut jelly dessert. This is part of a collaboration. You can check out more of these amazing coffee recipes at the end of the video with the links or in the video description below. Here are the ingredients that you'll need. I'm going to dissolve my instant coffee with a little bit of hot water by stirring it through. Next, in a pan, I'm going to add in my water, my coconut milk, 1 can of condensed milk, mixing it through, and then adding in my dissolved instant coffee. I'm also going to add in a 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm going to bring that to a simmer. Next, I'm going to add in my setting agent. I'm only using half a packet of agar-agar powder, about 12 grams. Stirring it through. And using a spoon to check to make sure that all the crystals have dissolved. I'm going to bring that to the boil again and then remove it from heat. Now I'm pouring it into my molds. I'm using some coffee mugs and also these cute silicone teacup cupcake molds. Adding a couple of spoons in just for a little cute effect, and letting it set for several hours. Once the jellies have set, you can serve it straight from the cups or straight from the little silicone molds.